What's going on, Taurus? This is your reading for the new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Libra on October 10th. And this is a pretty serious time. I hope you guys are well. I want to say this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, whatever the fuck. Also, if you happen to have a very prominent Venus, this may resonate with you as well. So, without further ado, let's talk about the moon, the new moon. And the new moon is beautiful. Every month we have a new moon, and the lunar cycle takes about that long, where the sun and moon will conjoin. Over the next couple weeks, they will go to full. And then after the next couple weeks after that, they'll go back to new. And, that's the lunar cycle. But every year we have eclipses. And this is really interesting. The new moon solar eclipse is basically when the moon blocks out the sun and it casts a shadow on the earth. Okay. So new moon eclipses, solar eclipses, I mean, eclipses in general, I should say, these are very powerful times of transformation and great things happen. And this new moon is in the sign of Libra. So I will just say that this is bringing new love, new balance, new joy to everybody's lives. And we're really going to take the time to go through your chart and your cards and see what it's bringing. I see you guys going through a personal glow up, first of all. That's what the dice were telling me. We got sun in the first energy. But the sun is going to be really in the sixth house, as you'll see in just a second. I'm actually going to show you now. The tea is scalding. We got cinnamon on the edge. That's what that is. If you guys ever put cinnamon and honey in your tea, oh my goodness, it's so good. But I'm not about to burn myself right now. I will say that check it out. So we got some exciting times, man. The new moon brings new energy. It's a new beginning. And with this being in your sixth house of your daily routine and your schedule, this tells me that, it's totally about reinventing yourself, how you go about your life, what you do. This may be a new job for some of y'all, or a new career, or a new way of styling yourself, or handling your business. So I'm going to shuffle the cards. I'm going to see what is given, and we're really going to go through every single house, and then we'll see what spirit has got for you as well. So hope you guys are well. If you enjoy this video at any point, please do consider leaving a like or sharing it with some other Taurus or your friends, and consider subscribing, because this is the first set of these videos that we're doing, and spirit went crazy for the first one with Aries, and I just can imagine that this is probably going to be crazy as well. So get ready. We're going to count down 12, 11, and take our time. Go nice and slow. 10. Not trying to waste time, but 9. Let me full screen for you guys just so we can get back to it. And we'll pull the chart as we need it. We'll circle back to it. 8, 7, 6, 5. This is the Wiser Tarot, by the way, and they're kind of sturdy. I was thinking I might want to get a less sturdy deck. 4, 3, 2. And I also want to say this cycle for me strikes you guys as getting more comfortable. What this archetype was saying was Cancer, Sun, first house energy. Okay, I just moved it. It was Sun. Sun in the first house of Cancer. That's kind of like the vibration that we're kicking off with, is that you guys are trying to vibe out. You're trying to have a good time. I think this would, I mean, another one wouldn't hurt. I think that was one, but let's do another one just for good measure. Let's start to see. Ooh to the we. And I hope you guys are well, because eclipse season is kind of intense. And I will just say a lot of us have been going through it. because we've had, eclipses happen in pairs. We just had the lunar eclipse, and the transits for 2024 have been pretty fried. So you got to make the best out of life, man, and try not to take it too serious, but also do your best at the same time. So let's see what the cards are giving. This really is going to be your first house. What's really going on with you? And that was not the card. Let's get the one to pop out, and then we'll pick it off. Uranus is transiting your first house, and it'll be done next year. So I will just say Uranus in the first house is kind of intense. You guys are nothing like you were some years ago. You've been going through a real arc of transformation, blowing up and freeing yourselves, which I love to see. Changing your identity, even like who the hell do you think you are? That's a crazy question. I just got a price alert on Tesla stock. I was like, what even is my device trying to show me? It doesn't matter. Okay, but the Eight of Wands in reverse. And this tells me that couple things. Life has been going so fucking fast for y'all. You're like, God damn, can this slow down a bit, please? Help. But also for some of you guys, it might be the exact opposite. You may feel like you're not moving fast at all, or things may be kind of at a standstill. You're like, can these hurry the fuck up? So the speed is kind of the issue at this point, for better or for worse. I know that's vague, but let me also say that burnout seems kind of high with you guys. Some of y'all are mad tired, thus the need to want to be more comfortable. Yeah, Uranus and Uranus raises the frequency everywhere. So I know this shit is kind of intense for you guys. Nobody said the globe was going to be easy, right? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, gods and goddesses, for being here during this reading, assisting me in giving the message. So the second house, this is what you got going on for you. This is about your resources, the money. Things may be kind of fluctuating a lot. They may be wishy-washy. Or, you may have some gains coming with Jupiter being in your second house. So I hope you guys' wallets are getting fat. I hope that you are, making peace with the increase and making a space for the gains as well. Because this also tells me that you need to make some changes too when it comes to the way that you deal with your money and your energy. Okay. And that's facts, no printer. Spirit said, speak on that. If you don't change, nothing's going to change, man. So get on that. What do you need to redefine? Is it your spending habits, your saving habits? Are you wasting time and energy, or, just pouring into shit that doesn't serve you? Make the change. And also what I'm getting with this one in the second house is that you may need to develop better skill sets. You may need to really work on bossing your life up, learning better skills, or managing your money better. Okay? Save your money so it can save you. Don't just throw it around like nothing. I mean, it's important to invest. It's important to spend money, but not carelessly, not needlessly. So let's talk about your third house right now, gang. You got Cancer in the third. So Mars is going through your third house. And what I'm really seeing here is that you guys are saying how you feel right now with Mars in the third. And you might be cussing motherfuckers out as well with that Cancer Mars. You're like, bitch, this is exactly how I feel. And you suck. And I'm pissed. And I've been meaning to say this shit, but I bit my tongue. And now here I am. And there's your energy. This is Taurus, the Hierophant. You see the Taurus symbol. Yeah, Taurus energy. So this is actually the fourth house, and this tells me that you guys might be feeling yourselves. Let's go back to the screen share for a second. What's up with the fourth house? Yeah, you guys got the fourth house in Leo. So you're being encouraged to remember your sovereignty, your authority, that you have power. You are the main character. And to me, this kind of goes right in hand with Cancer Mars energy. For some of y'all, you need to demand more respect from your family members. You need to ask them to treat you fucking right. And don't be so scared to ask for what you need and what you want and what you deserve. And be like, bitch, I provide for this family. Or I always show up. Or maybe I don't always show up, but I've always been here in this circumstance. Can you at least give me this fucking common courtesy? You know, you can't negotiate if you're unwilling to walk away. And I think for some of y'all, it's like really about close friends and family. You got to really show them who's boss. Okay. For real. And as far as your fifth house, your creative endeavors, um, hey man, y'all might have known this was coming. Y'all are Tauruses, but stop being so fucking lazy. I'm a Saturn Taurus, so just understand, I get it. I fucking get it. Maybe more than some of y'all, but we can't be fucking lazy, man. We actually have to do things. We do. Yeah, we got to create something, man. We got to express ourselves. And also, don't sell yourself short and watch out for inertia. This is telling you to move. Yeah, rest is cool, but really inertia is a killer. Okay. So, in order to hit a home run, man, you actually have to swing, right? Right. So, fuck are we doing nothing for? You know what I mean? And I also heard I'm tired, grandpa. So maybe this for some really reflects needing to stabilize your creative endeavors, and get your energy right. Don't be so nervous or erratic. Like make that shit make sense. You need to be more consistent as opposed to, going really hard for a long time and then just stopping, or taking a big burst and then just having to retreat. Consistency is key for you, Taurus. What else do we got going on? Because this house is actually the new moon. The new moon is in the sixth house for you guys. So this is actually very pertinent, very prominent. And I'm excited. And because that's the case, I actually feel called to cut this like a couple more times right before we get there. So these are the first cards. That's really what it's starting out with is that big changes in you guys' lives. You're saying how you feel. You're asking for what you want. You're demanding more from life. And you're realizing that you got to step up and you got to really create the life that you want. And you can't wait for somebody else to create it for you, man. You really have to do this shit. It's in your hands. The ball is in your court right now. Okay. So don't be lazy. Be intentional. Be steadfast. Take your time. But y'all need a strategy, truly. And also, I want to say with this, circling back to the three, the King of Cups, this tells me that now more than ever, you've been really willing to confront your feelings and embrace life and what's going on internally. And that's really amazing. And life, therefore, is making a lot more sense. And you're more open generally to your experiences and what is going on. And that's a really beautiful thing. So, as far as this new moon energy, I kind of want to see what is given. So, we're going to clarify the 6 houses or the 12 houses, and then we'll even do a couple more cards on top of it to get an overview for how this energy is affecting you. And relationships have been really key for everybody in Libra season, but especially you guys, with Venus transiting your seventh house. I see a lot of you guys have been falling deeply in love with yourself and others and, new relationships and even, having to clear up toxic love. Oh shit, I forgot to talk about this, man. That's what I forgot. In it's really important. I'm gonna talk about it now. Better late than never, right? I should have said this at the very beginning before I started pulling cards. But context for this new moon, gang, check out this chart and I'm gonna circle it as we go through it. But you know, the new moon is when the sun and moon conjoin. But this is a crazy new moon in the sense that the moon is conjunct Lilith, the lunar apogee. And what that basically means is that as the moon goes around the earth, we can measure how close or how far it gets, the distance. And the lunar apogee is the furthest distance. That's also called Black Moon Lilith. And this new moon is conjunct Black Moon Lilith. So this is a very important cycle for all of us, which really reflects getting in touch with the shadow, understanding what's deep or hidden emotionally speaking, so we can own the nature of our fears and projections and not be dragged by our fucking feet. Okay? And that's really important. And deeper than this, the new moon is square to Mars, okay, in Cancer. And this also has this heightened aggression or this need for competition, or we might internalize some of our anger. right? So that's going to be really important that we learn to express that shit. And that's also why I said some of y'all be feeling like cussing motherfuckers out or just saying, fuck off, leave me alone. Y'all, you bitch, you bitch. Ha, that's how it is. And also, Venus and Scorpio, the depositor or ruler of Libra. Venus is in the sunken place right now, gang. And we got to confront the toxic love. We might feel jealousy or possessiveness or issues with our relationships at this point. But deeper than this, love is evolving. And that's what it needs to do. So you either mog or get mogged. You either accept the evolution or it drags you by your feet. Okay? The change has to be made regardless. So we can't fight it. And this kind of strikes me as, this cycle with Venus starting in the seventh for y'all, it's really new ways of relating to everything and loving yourself deeper and more powerfully than you've ever loved before. You hear me? Really motherfucking important that y'all love yourselves completely, ruthlessly, fearlessly, unapologetically with this one. Okay. 3, 2, and a 1. Let's get right back to it. All right, Taurus, what's the word? What's up with number 6? What's up with this new moon for you guys? Taking it sweet time. You get a little ASMR shuffle action, right? Okay. Damn. Why do we got all these knights in reverse? Pardon me. I'm getting not the card you wanted, but the card you needed. This isn't a bad card, but this tells me that y'all need to hold your horses. And that's funny, but at the same time, I'm seeing that some of you guys might be burnt out in your day to day and you need some change in your routine. And that's what the sixth house is talking about with this new moon eclipse. Some of y'all feel drained as a motherfucker. You feel bored, despondent, like you ready to crash the fuck out. Like this shit doesn't even make any goddamn sense. Like you need to quit your job yesterday because it's stressing you the fuck out. Or some of y'all lazy asses are doing nothing. And I hate to be a hater, man. I'm not trying to hate, but hey, that's just really what I'm receiving is that you got to go hard. And not so hard that you break your back, but damn, like do something. Don't be lazy. Like, hey, I love the vision where we, sit on the island, eat fruit all day and be fanned by servants, but like, do you deserve that shit? Don't be entitled. Make sure you do something. And also, I feel like this erratic ass energy for some of y'all, you've been moving way too fucking fast and you need to slow the hell down. So take this as it resonates. I'm trying to cut the whole like spectrum of possibilities out for y'all and what I'm receiving. But a lot of you guys definitely are working way too fucking hard. So that's what it's given is that you need to find a work-life balance so you don't feel like you're being drained all the time or getting the short end of the stick. Make sure that you take care of yourself. Make sure you stop neglecting your needs. Make sure you provide for yourself. And also devise a placement of your energy so you don't get burnt the fuck out or feel pressured on this erroneous level. Like so much shit is hitting you all the time that you can't even catch your breath. That's not the goal. That's not what we want. So ultimately, the daily habits, the routine, something's got to change. You probably need more time in nature, some more meditation, cold water, salt bath. Take care of yourself. Don't neglect your health. And this feels drained. Some of y'all need to take care of health issues. You may feel sick sometimes or like a chronic illness or something that you really need to confront and get help for and take care of yourself, work on healing yourself even. And that's Chiron in the 12th too. And we're gonna go into the other 6 houses, but yeah, this is really important that you guys take care of yourselves, man, and cut back in some areas if you feel overextended. Really important. So I'm going to show the wheel once again, talk about these planets, and then we're going to go into the second half of the chart. So yeah, you can see that the South Node is also in your sixth house too, which is pushing you towards the North Node in the 12th and saying, it's time for y'all to chase your dreams and really imagine what it is that you want. And don't be so attached to this physical world in the day-to-day, in the past, in the routine that you can't allow growth. It's time for you to go towards something better and new. Okay. And I see Chiron in the 12th. So this just tells me that having more faith in the world, in the universe, this is really key right now for you guys. Yeah, South Node energy coming out on the dice. And stop caring so much about what other people think. Some of y'all feel like the world is out to get you, or others are out to get you. You got to avoid patterns of escape or retreat and go directly after what you want. Some of y'all just haven't decided what you want, and that's really the issue with this Libra energy. Is once you decide, you can go right after it and get it. But being uncertain, not knowing what it is, that's just going to be wasting more and more time. So you need to really take options off the table so you can realize what is it that's actually going to make you happy. And quit being so wrapped up in other people's business that you can't get your own shit done. Okay. The North Node in Aries is telling you to be more selfish. That's the crazy thing about this eclipse, gang, is on the South Node. Hey, relationships are great. We're social people, but if you're so wrapped up in everybody else's business, you'll have no time for yourself. And that's really key. Some of y'all are in like a constant state of crisis just because you give too many fucks about others. And it's cool to love, it's cool to care, but hey, you got to serve people from a place of strength and not weakness, meaning give yourself the space to have your own. So let's pull cards for the bottom. I'm going to cut this a few more times. Don't give up on your dreams, Taurus. Believe in that shit and trust that it can come to you. Three, two. Oh, here we go. It's two. And the one. Okay. Let's see what it's given. And this is concerning your seventh house. And this will clarify the first house too, of course. And I also want to say that Venus in the seventh tells me that you guys are really full of love right now. Love is in the air for you guys. That shit popped out. So yeah, Venus in the seventh is actually an amazing thing. This is a completion energy. It's feeling good. Like life is actually really beautiful for you guys, despite the challenges and the concerns that you may have. You know, but deeper than this, learning to love yourself, learning to celebrate, learning to indulge, have an actual good time. For fuck's sake, have a good ass time. So your eighth house, what's going on with other people's money, with your desires, with your fears, even what's hidden from you? With the eighth house, we got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So it's really important now that you look at what's draining you. Look at the things that's not serving you. Make sure nobody's stealing from you as well. Whether that's your actual money or your time or your energy, you need to cut off liabilities right now, Taurus. For real. Make sure shit isn't really rubbing you the wrong way. And also, you can only expect to get what you give. So don't be trying to steal from other people. Don't be trying to covet or like take other people's possessions. For real. Love yourself. Get your own, is what this is saying. Don't be so wrapped up in others that you think that you depend on them for your success. Don't be a hater, even. Either, is what I should say. Do not be a hater. Worry about yourself. Focus on you. And the more that you pay attention to your needs, the less you're going to be afraid in this life. This is the house of shadows, by the way, gang. And I'm going to keep it a buck 50. When it comes to the shadows here, some of y'all want to rob this world blind. You're trying to take, and not give anything. And you feel entitled. And that's why you're fucking up. That's why you get the short stick. That's why your life sucks, is because you're genuinely not trying to contribute or you're too selfish. And you can take it personally or you can grow from it. Can't shoot the messenger. It is what it is. And being afraid of the world or being afraid of others keeps you in survival mode, man. You got to trust yourself and make these changes when they're necessary and recognize that you have skills that pay the bills. But if you don't develop yourself, you know, if you don't plant any fucking seeds, you're not going to have any fruit. Damn. It takes effort. You got to work. And some of y'all know that shit. So take it as it resonates. But as far as the ninth house goes, this is crazy. This is really crazy. Um, I'm seeing patterns here, man. We got the nine of swords. And unmasking your demons is what's going on right now. Making peace with the past, confronting limiting beliefs. Some of y'all hide from your shadow, and that's not helping. I see Pluto in the ninth right there, right? And this is this mentality that you have everything fucking figured out, that you know everything. And that's not a growth mindset. So keep your mind open so you don't close your heart. And for some, I want to say it's the exact opposite because polarity. So for some people, this ninth house Pluto transit is like a whole self-development arc and wanting to see the best and also leaving the bad times behind and no more fuckery, no more L's. It's victory from here on out, and it is time for that glow up. But I can't emphasize enough, gang. This is like not the most sexy energy, but you're gonna have to make it sexy. South node in Pisces in the eighth house energy is literally the same thing as Virgo North Node in the second. So y'all need to focus on your money, focus on the bag, focus on developing your character, being a person of integrity, and be specific about what the fuck you want. And then it can come to you. But indulging in fantasy and succumbing to illusion or retreating from your life and choosing patterns of escape is not going to fucking cut it. Okay. So the 10th house has got this Queen of Swords energy. And this tells me strategy is everything right now. You got to take life by the horns right now and really go after it. Make a fucking plan. Because if you plan to fail, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that's not cool. We don't like that shit. And Pluto's going to hit your 10th pretty soon this year. And it's just going to be really important that you actually decide what you want from your life, because then the ball is going to be in your court to really get in execution mode. Your dreams are not going to build themselves, so you have to do that, okay? And be patient, man, with your dreams. You got the Seven of Pentacles in your 11th house where Saturn sits, and some of y'all feel like you're failing at life, and that's not the case. You just have to give yourself more time. Time is what this shit is going to take. It's not going to come overnight. Be patient. Wait for your seeds to grow and stop digging them up the moment you get curious. Give them space. Be patient. It takes time to grow. What else we got? The Magician. Damn, you lucky ducks, dude. This is fucking beautiful. This is that North Node in your 12th house. This is literally you manifesting your dreams coming true. But your dreams only work if you do. Okay. So, hey, if you're committed to your purpose, you protect your purpose will protect you. And this is also a calling for some of you guys to actually work on your magic, to work on witchcraft, build the fucking altar for God's sake. Look at what they're doing. Start raising energy. And you know the secret about magicians? Magicians do magic every single day, gang. Not just when it's convenient, not just when they feel like doing it. Every fucking day. They banish and they invoke and they call on the divine. And that's what it is. So as far as that sixth house, new moon, daily habits, man. That's the key to the life that you want to live. The person that you want to be, what do they do every day? Start doing that shit, man. So I see you going after your dreams. This says 12th house Leo energy, main character energy, being the star, Uranus, big things changing. Pay attention to your dreams when you sleep as well. And also, I'm seeing patterns being broken too, and addictions being confronted and broken as well, with this being in the 12th house. So let's get a couple cards, kind of summarize this reading for you guys. Be well, take care of yourselves, Taurus. Remember, your habits are everything. And here's the crazy thing. The chains of habit are way too light to be felt until they're too strong to be broken. So because you understand what I'm saying, make the change now. Plant in good soil, water your crops, and then reap them later without complaining. Be patient. And call on your spirit guides. Get their help with this magician energy. That's really important that you actually listen to the divine and the messages of your higher self. That's what I mean when I say listen to your dreams. You need to reach above. You need to report up. If you take care of what's above you, everything below you will be fine. You only report up in this life. So quit meddling in the affairs of bullshit or like weird ass people. And forget about these haters or these enemies or whoever the fuck you think is against you, because it's not a concern. It really doesn't fucking matter. Some of y'all have a hard time believing this shit, but I'm telling you, man, you have no fucking enemies. And if you keep trying to hex motherfuckers up or curse them or whatever the fuck, you're just beating yourself to death and fucking up your own karma. Some people really do got to run up and get done up, you know? But at the end of the day, man, if you're focused on destroying others more than you're building your life, you have the whole game fucked up. For real. Okay? Truly. I got the Queen of Cups out here in reverse. And this tells me that, opening you guys' heart, feeling the love of the universe, there's a whole love journey right now going on in your seventh house. Balancing your relationships and getting your mind right is super key with this Page of Swords coming out in reverse. Mars and Cancer in the third, too. So, hey, guys, the truth will set you free. If you focus on what you want, if you assume that right mentality, you can get anything in this life. As long as it's not going to fuck up the balance of the actual universe. You have to recognize yourself as everybody else so that you don't damage the body of the universe, essentially. But mindset is everything for you, Taurus. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself and policing your thoughts and not self-deprecating. Okay. Seeing judgment, clarifying this Page of Swords. So, hey, that negative self-talk has got to go. And sometimes you might not like everything about yourself. You might be upset that parts of you are lazy or recalcitrant or lying or, what insert fill in the blank, whatever the fuck it is. So you know, if your conscience is telling you to change, make the fucking change. But do it because you love yourself, not because you're mad. Do it out of love. And also, what I'm kind of seeing for some of you guys with this one is you need some help. And don't be afraid to ask for it. Like, as far as your mental goes, you need to talk to somebody. You need to connect with people. Consider therapy, even. You're not meant to go at this shit alone. Life is hard, man. So don't feel like you got to wear the weight of the world on your goddamn shoulders. That doesn't make you a bad person to struggle. We all go through shit. So let it go. Don't suffer in silence. Seek help if you feel like you need it. I can't emphasize that shit enough with this one, man. Bottle it up. You're the main character, man. Queen of Wands. You can do anything in this world. You really have the power. Just be intentional and keep your heart open. That's really what this is saying. And wear your head high. And who gives a fuck if you got haters, man? Because I'm really getting this reading with this being in the sixth house. Like some of you guys do have like open enemies for real. And that sucks. I'm sorry to hear it if that's true. But ultimately, nobody can knock you out of your spot because it's your spot. Be your goddamn self, love yourself, and just live your life. You don't got to worry about this bullshit. Clear your mind. You deserve peace. So quit. And you need to meditate more, Taurus. That's really what I'm getting in here as well. To kind of overarch this and summarize it, you need to decompress your mind. And if you're not meditating, you don't really have as much mental occupation as you could. So you need to meditate, meditate, meditate. If only one thing from this reading, fucking meditate every single day. Even if it hurts because you don't do it. It's like when you never go to the gym, it's just gonna suck going to the gym or working out because there's so much inertia and, energy that hasn't been moved. But once you get in your groove, it's gonna be fucking amazing. And you'll find that power, you'll find that competence. And meditation is your medication. And a lot of people think that you're supposed to be thoughtless, and that's not even true. You're just supposed to be present. That's it. Focus on your breathing. Open your mind. And love yourself super hard, Taurus. I can't emphasize that shit enough, man. Even to the parts of you that feel flawed or imperfect. Because that's hard with this being in the sixth house. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. To summarize this, with you having the new moon in the sixth, especially with Lilith up there too, you're gonna be focusing on your flaws. And it's important that you love yourself 3 times harder because when you're just working on the parts of you that need work, it can be easy to fall in a pattern where it feels like, damn, I think I suck. I think I fucking suck. So keep focusing on your healing, get the shit off your back, release those traumas, appreciate your past, and be well, Taurus. You are so loved, but you seriously got to meditate, okay? Take care, guys. I love you. Let me know how this resonated with you. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Blessed be.